From JBS Studios in Greater New York, this is the JBS News Update with Teisha Bader.
I'm Teisha Bader with the JBS News Update for Wednesday, November the 20th, 2019. We open, of course, with Blue and White Party leader Benny Gantz's announcement to Israel's President Reuven Rivlin that he is unable to form a coalition, which could very likely mean a third round of elections for the State of Israel. Gantz returned the mandate given to him by Rivlin just hours before a midnight deadline, blaming Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu for his failure. In a televised speech after the call to the president, Gantz said he left no stone unturned in his efforts to form a broad liberal government based on respect, morals, and values. But he said he was prevented from doing so by the right-wing religious party's bloc that Netanyahu had aligned with, which Gantz said is only working for the sake of one person, referring there to the prime minister. Earlier today, Yisrael Beitenu's chair, Avigdor Lieberman, refused to endorse Gantz or Netanyahu, telling his party faction meeting at the Knesset, "We will not join either a limited right or left-wing government or a minority government." Lieberman, by the way, faced harsh criticism from the right and left in Israel after he said that the ultra-Orthodox parties were becoming more and more anti-Zionist and called the Arab Joint List the fifth column. Israeli lawmakers now have 21 days during which any candidate could present a majority to form a coalition. If that doesn't happen, third elections would be likely. The IDF struck dozens of Iranian and Syrian targets in Syria overnight last night in response to rockets fired from Syria at northern Israel Monday night. The IDF said the attack was carried out in response to the launching of the rockets by the Iranian Quds Force from Syrian territory. As we reported to you, the rockets targeting Israel were intercepted by the Iron Dome. An Orthodox Jewish man was brutally attacked on his way to synagogue this morning in Rockland County, New York. Yeshiva World News reports that the man was stabbed multiple times as he neared the Toshnad Heichel Torah Utfila in Spring Valley by one or two assailants who got out of their vehicle, beat him and stabbed him, and then ran off before police and first responders arrived at the scene. The victim is in critical condition at Westchester Trauma Center. Ramapo police are investigating. And President Rivlin today announced that dozens of world leaders will be coming to Israel to mark the 75th anniversary of the liberation of Auschwitz-Birkenau. Rivlin said the presidents of Russia, Germany, France, Italy, and Austria, together with a representative of the United Kingdom, the King of Spain, the King of Belgium, and many other leaders, will come to Jerusalem to discuss how we can fight anti-Semitism. He said we will come together to think about how to pass on Holocaust remembrance to generations who will live in a world without survivors, and what steps we must take to ensure the safety and security of Jews all around the world. The Fifth World Holocaust Forum will take place at Yad Vashem, Israel's memorial to the Holocaust in Jerusalem, on January the 23rd. It is said to be the largest ever gathering focused on combating anti-Semitism. Well, a posthumous album of the late Leonard Cohen's music is being released this week. Cohen died in 2016, and his son, Adam, recently asked some of his father's longtime collaborators to complete some of the leftover songs from a previous album. He told the New York Times, "There's that Jewish tradition of bringing a tiny rock or stone to a gravesite. I felt like every person was there to just humbly deposit their little rock near the engraving of his name." The new album, Thanks for the Dance, will be released on Friday. And Jewish actress Idina Menzel has a star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame. The star of stage and screen who originated the role of Elphaba in Wicked on Broadway was honored on Tuesday just ahead of the opening of Frozen 2, where she once again will voice the role of Elsa. Taking a look now at our programming for tonight on JBS for Wednesday, November the 20th at 7 o'clock. It's From the Aleph Bet. At 7:30, the film Wrestling Jerusalem on New Jewish Cinema. At 8, Eugene Kontorovich explains why Israeli settlements are not illegal under international law. At 9, a co-founder of the Israeli town of Elon Moreh, Zev Safar, explains why he chose to leave the U.S. and make Aliyah. At 10, author Scott Shea, Rabbi Angela Buchdal, and Rabbi Elliot Cosgrove discuss whether faith divides or unites us with Rabbi Chaim Steinmetz. And coming up right after this newscast, it's Thinking Out Loud with Micah Halpern. And that's the JBS News Update for Wednesday, November the 20th, 2019. I'm Teisha Bader.